To these guys, economic recovery is realizing how much money they spent in the strip club last night.
Cool.
It's Sully and Russ on the Big Biz Show.
Russ and Sully, Big Biz Show, BigBizShow.com. Welcome one and all. CBS Radio, Business Talk Radio, Armed Forces Radio, KFNX in Phoenix. I got to tell them, especially with our latest affiliate, we'll be broadcasting to that major market starting Monday. Also, Biz Television, ALN Television, AOL Radio, Yahoo Radio, and WSRadio.com. Welcome one and all. Coming up next hour, Norm Vonnegut, author, the cousin of Kurt Vonnegut. What if Tony Soprano had a hedge fund? And also Freddie Sachs in the business of sports.
Hey, how'd you like to invest?
All right. No kidding. All right, so we've got about let's say about 7 minutes here. So let's go through this. Keith Chambers with us, if you're just joining us, talking about, it was a big reveal today for the America's Marketing Makeover that we did for Ricky Farmer, the winner of the America's Marketing Makeover contest here on the Big Biz Show. Precious Memories private pet cremations. Now, for peace of mind at a sensitive time. And we've kind of revealed the entire brochure. Ricky, tell me, buddy, just that you had time to sit back and look at this thing. What's your reaction now?
I am
speechless. Still
thrilled beyond belief.
Look at, he's sitting back there reading the thing like he was just opened up a Christmas present. Look at the guy's just giddy. That's good stuff.
I mean, this is cool. I bow to the master.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Watch your head.
Keith Chambers did that. By the way, if you're listening to us on radio, we've got Ricky up on Skype for us as well. So, Keith, take us through this real quickly so we can take a look at what you guys have done here.
Okay, well, there's some things that are very important here, and that is like some services that are, that complement or that people might be considering at at a sensitive time like this are, and you're somewhat confronted with it. And one of them is, is grief counseling. And
oh yeah.
How we really came to this is based on a lot of the discussions that we had with Ricky.
Sure.
Where he would explain, picking up this animal and having to spend extra time and so forth.
Yeah,
so
right.
that became really obvious that that's a service that a lot of people would be interested in. Also, burial service, like particularly in that part of the world, once you cremate the animal. You can bury them in the backyard and so forth.
Oh, I see.
So there are people who can do that easily and people who can't. So those two things are very important.
Yeah.
I think the testimonials are important. We have 5 testimonials on here.
And Ricky, these are from clients of yours in the past, I'm assuming?
They are.
Great. So all of these people, and first and last name, I think that is so important for a small business to have a testimonial, because it's easier to say Keith C. says.
Oh, right.
I think it's really important because first of all, you don't live in the biggest city in the country, Ricky, and I think that adds more credibility to you, buddy.
Absolutely. And another thing that we did, if you remember, the last time we got together, we were talking about the power of an endorsement of some kind.
Yeah, right.
And if you're a manufacturer of widgets, if you could get a celebrity to endorse your widget, and so forth, right? So a breakthrough that we had while we were working on the project was this whole idea of, well, wait a minute. If we were able to go back and find a quote from a famous person, quotes are actually public domain.
Yeah, right. So you got an endorsement from Gandhi.
We got an endorsement from Gandhi, and, I don't think we're going to get an invoice.
But I'll tell you what, this is, and let me read this for you because this is great. It says the greatness of a nation can be judged by the way its animals are treated. That was perfect.
Yeah.
Dead on.
Boy, that's absolutely perfect.
Dead on.
I don't know if dead on is a good term to use.
Well, we also had another one that was from Darwin. It was really good.
Yeah, what was that?
And I don't remember exactly what it was. And we talked about it about 2 weeks ago. But
I remember. This is better though. This is like really solid.
Darwin,
it is.
What he's saying is that in the Bible Belt,
right.
That's not the guy you
want.
Oh,
that's right.
Well, what happened? Right. When I showed it to the panel, we had actually 3 of them. We had Gandhi and we had Darwin, and there was another one. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
We had Roseanne Barr. And so and that's when it first came up. And that's one of the great reasons why you want to get some collaboration. You want to have a few other people looking at what you're doing, because you can move down the stream without paying attention to a little thing like
Gandhi
that.
Didn't
okay, let me just tell you something, Ricky and Keith. Let me just tell you what. Let's hear him in the background. He's still going, wow. That's the best part of this whole thing. Let me tell you something. So now you have this business, Ricky, and inside one of the panels here, and I got to be kind of brief here, you've got pictures of your urns and custom urns and everything you sell for your business. I got to believe that this is another business for you, not just in your area. I honestly, I understand you can't do the pet cremations, for a dog that's in Colorado, but you could certainly sell them and earn. And why not make that part of your national business strategy now? Because now I'm looking at this thing going, I'm thinking,
business partner.
honestly, I'm looking at this thinking, I can think about 5 people right now that would buy and earn. Because my aunt's cat is getting old, and that cat has been with them for 15 years.
Right.
I mean, I'm not kidding. I can think of so many people
customer.
that would do that.
Yeah, and it's actually a very small percentage of the time. Ricky shared with me that he does get a request for an earn prior to the demise of the animal.
I bet you though, if they knew that it was out there, I bet you'd have a bigger business. Because
I think so.
I'm looking. I'm a guy that probably wouldn't have my dog cremated.
Right.
Okay, I just wouldn't. That's just not. It's part of our culture here in the West Coast. I just don't think I would. But so I'm the worst possible customer for you. But yet I'm picking up your brochure, thinking, oh, I know somebody that would buy from you.
Right.
Now that's the best testimony you can get.
The whole idea of cremation and the whole idea of having the ashes in an urn was a little alien to me when we started this project.
Yeah, and now it's like now it's beginning to take shape.
Well, until I exposed the project to the creatives in the studio, and believe it or not, the lady in the office next to me has one, right? And it's a dog. It's one of her dogs, and it's been in there for a long time. And I was apparently the only person in the studio who didn't know it.
Ricky, we're going into the pet earn business, buddy.
Okay.
That was a difficult one.
I'm still that's just so cool.
Yeah, good for you. Now, let me ask you this. Describe for me the process, Ricky. Was it what you had expected from the very beginning when you first saw the show or listened to the show? And by the way, do you still listen and watch the show, or is this all about Keith Chambers now?
Well, I try to.
Okay, all right. Just want to make sure.
Now he's got all kinds of work.
Well, good. I want to make sure. But the point is, is this what you expected, or is it more than you expected?
What the finished product?
Yeah, everything, the whole process.
This blows me away. How great this turned out.
Yeah, this is good.
I had no idea.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Well, Keith, you did a great job, and I can't tell you enough how much we appreciate you. You know what you do for the program,
not
and
only
what
that,
you do
but
for these guys.
the book poll we're just talking about it kind of walks you through how you could kind of do this.
You could do this. You wouldn't have me, but you could pull this off. Reading the book. You roll up on chapter 13, tells you how to do it.
I'll tell you what. So starting your next appearance with us, let's start going through that book again. And let's start talking people through this, because I think you've just proved a point. Ricky Farmer, thank you, buddy. It's been a real pleasure working with you, pal.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what. We'll do some billboards for you on the program starting right now.
And we can start doing Starbucks or Outback or an urn.
Yeah. The first hour brought to you by Precious Memories Pet Cremations. For peace of mind at a sensitive time, call 706-219-3981 or visit them on the web, preciousmemoriesppc.com.
Cool.
All right, Russ and Sully, Big Biz Show. Hour number 2 coming up. We're going to wrap up this week. Freddie Sachs in the Business of Hollywood, Norm Vonnegut, author, and buy, sell, or hold, howdy do. All of that coming after the break. Russ and Sully, Big Biz Show, bigbizshow.com.